Ashley, thanks for the housewarming gift. I've been wanting this coffee maker for ages. I'm so happy to get such a nice one.
I'm glad you like it. Julia loves coffee too, so I hope everyone enjoys using it.
Well, a fancy coffee maker like this is too good for my mother-in-law. Instant coffee is good enough for her.
What?
I'm happy our dream home is finally built, but I'm dreading living with my mother-in-law. You have to establish the hierarchy right from the start.
Hierarchy? Well, there shouldn't be ranks within a family.
What are you talking about? The daughter-in-law is above the mother-in-law, obviously.
But didn't Julia pay for the entire house?
Yeah, it was such a help that she paid for everything. Thanks to her, we could build a gorgeous home with a vaulted ceiling, living room, and a home theater. The yard is huge too.
Sounds like a mansion.
It practically is! Over 3,000 square feet with all the upgrades we wanted. We even got imported marble for the kitchen countertops.
That's incredibly generous of her.
She paid for everything, so her existence was useful. Just by offering to let her live with us as the eldest son's family, she happily threw money at us like an idiot. And barely even gave input on the floor plan. She let us do whatever we wanted when I insisted on planning everything alone.
That's a terrible way to talk about someone who gave you money to build a house.
Why? It's just the truth. She was so desperate not to be alone after her husband died that she agreed to everything.
Maybe she just wanted to be close to family. That seems normal after losing a spouse.
Ashley, don't act so high and mighty. You have to use your mother-in-law wisely. That's common sense for any daughter-in-law. Don't be jealous just because I'm the eldest son's wife and that we got a house built for us.
I'm not jealous. I just think that you're being incredibly rude, and I feel sorry for Julia.
Oh, please, save your pity. You know what they say about mother-in-laws. They're just waiting for a chance to criticize everything you do.
Julia doesn't seem like that type at all. She's always been kind whenever I've met her.
It's fine. This is the best way to deal with a mother-in-law. Otherwise, she might try to bully me. Anyway, I need to unpack, so I'll see you later. Once we're settled in, you should definitely come visit our mansion sometime.
I hope you'll at least make Julia feel welcome in her new home.
As long as she stays out of my way and doesn't touch my things, we'll be fine. Besides, Tom agrees with me about everything, so she can't complain to him.
That doesn't sound like a healthy living arrangement.
It's healthy for me. That's what matters. Gotta go now. The movers just showed up with another truck. Bye!
Thank you for the housewarming gift the other day. That stylish coffee maker shows you have excellent taste, Ashley. No, not at all. I'm just glad you liked it. Living with family must be nice and lively. Yes, though living together does come with its challenges. Oh, did something happen? Well, things aren't quite as I expected. Moving in with my son and daughter-in-law is an adjustment. I can imagine it takes time for everyone to find their rhythm. Tom is barely home because of work, and Megan, well, she has her own way of doing things. That sounds difficult. Well, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. Could you keep my indoor bench for a while? Your indoor bench? Yes, it's the one my husband built for me decades ago. He made it to fit under the window so that I could enjoy looking over the garden when I read. It's not very large, I promise. I'm sorry to ask so suddenly, but it's very compact, so if you could, please. Wait a minute, what happened exactly? Wasn't that bench really important to you? It's not something you'd casually hand over to someone else, right? Megan told me to throw it away. What? She said it was old-fashioned and doesn't match the modern aesthetic of their new home. But it's a bench your husband made for you. It has deep personal meaning. I actually asked them to include a small nook for me to place it when building the house, but when it was finished, there wasn't one. All the windows are French windows, so there's no space for it. That's terrible. I thought I could put it in my room instead, but my room is only 6 by 6 feet. Your room is that tiny? Yes, it's basically a storage closet. They said it was the only space left after designing all the rooms they wanted. In a house that big, that's hard to believe. Even though it's a little small for a bench, I thought I could keep it in my room, but Megan told me not to have that thing in the house. She told me to throw it away immediately. That's awful. That's just cruel. She said it was creepy and would bring bad energy into the house. But this bench has so many memories.
Of course it does. I can't believe she'd be so insensitive.
I sit on that bench and read every single day. It's heartbreaking that I can't do that, and I can't bear to throw it away now that it's a memento of my husband.
You and your husband were known in the neighborhood as lovebirds, after all.
So please, I'm begging you. I'll try to convince Megan to let me keep it in my room. Could you just look after it until then?
Well, if that's the situation, I understand. I'll keep it at my place, and you're welcome to come and read anytime.
Really?
Of course. You shouldn't have to give up something so meaningful.
I was afraid I'd have to store it somewhere I couldn't visit regularly.
You have been so kind to me, so please don't hesitate to visit.
Ashley, thank you so much.
Don't mention it, really. You've been generous to us too, like when you gave money to me and my husband, just like you did for your eldest son when they built their house. This is the least I can do.
My husband always said to treat all our children equally. I want to honor his wishes.
And that's how it should be. Family shouldn't play favorites.
I just wish Tom and Megan felt the same way.
In that case, can I come pick it up tomorrow? I'm off work, so I could stop by your house if that's okay.
Of course, I'll be waiting for you tomorrow.
Will you be all right? I mean, living there with them treating you this way.
I'll manage. I'm hoping things will improve once we've all adjusted to living together.
I hope so too. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask.
You're very kind, Ashley. Thank you again for understanding.
Sorry for messaging you suddenly. Do you know where Julia is?
Huh? How should I know? Tom normally leaves for work in the morning, and she should be at home, right?
Well, that's the thing. She's not there. I promised to take her bench, but when I went to your house, no one answered the doorbell. And she's not picking up her phone.
Oh, so she hasn't come back yet.
What?
Maybe she's at the dumpster. I told her I threw away that annoying bench, and she rushed out first thing this morning to retrieve it.
What? How could you do something so horrible? Throwing away someone else's property is unbelievable.
What's wrong with managing things in my own house? That thing deserved to be thrown out.
Your house? Julia paid for the entire thing.
So what? She gave us the money willingly.
Because she trusted you to take care of her.
But the deed is in our names. Whatever anyone says, it's our house.
That doesn't give you the right to disrespect her belongings, especially something so personal.
Look, I don't need ancient, creepy furniture ruining my modern aesthetic. You should see how beautiful our interior design is.
She could at least keep it in her room.
Julia doesn't have a room anymore. Actually, I kicked her out of the house.
What? What do you mean you kicked her out?
That was our plan from the beginning. After her husband died, she looked so lonely. If we offered to live together, she'd definitely jump at the chance. Then we'd ask for a new house and get our dream home for free. After it was built, we'd kick her out. Perfect plan.
You did what?
Tom said his dad left quite an inheritance, so we had to figure out how to get her to spend it on us.
So this whole time you were just using her?
Of course. Why else would I want to live with my mother-in-law? It's not like we enjoy her company.
Why couldn't you just honestly ask her to help build a house if you wanted one?
Then I'd have to obey my mother-in-law forever. I don't want to be bullied because she paid for our house, and I don't want to take care of her either.
She would never bully you. Julia is one of the kindest people I know.
All mother-in-laws turn into tyrants eventually. I was just being proactive.
This is all too awful.
It's just how the world works. You need to be smart about these things.
Being cruel isn't being smart, it's just being cruel.
All we had to do was make up some excuse to kick her out. I told her to throw away the bench, and when she wouldn't listen to her daughter-in-law, I said we couldn't live with such an uncooperative mother-in-law. I threw away the bench and put all her stuff outside.
You put her belongings outside? Like garbage?
Just a few suitcases. She didn't bring much when she moved in anyway.
I see. So that's what happened.
It all worked out perfectly, though I didn't expect her to disappear so completely. Usually, she's so clingy.
She's probably devastated and humiliated right now.
She'll get over it. Old people are resilient. We already got the mansion money, and all that old bag has left is her pension. Once we got our luxurious new house built, she was useless. A pension-living burden deserves to be kicked out.
You really don't know, do you?
Huh?
About Julia's financial situation?
What about it? She's a widow on a pension. What else is there to know?
Julia doesn't just have her pension. She also has rental income from a luxury high-rise condo. Far from being a burden, she's actually super wealthy. And you kicked her out with such cruelty.
What? Ashley, what are you talking about? That old woman can't possibly have that kind of wealth. Tom never mentioned anything like that.
That's because Julia deliberately kept it hidden, but she told us about it.
What?
It looks like her strategy of hiding it was smart after all. If she had told you everything, you probably would have taken it all. Then she really would have been kicked out with nothing.
Wait, what's going on? What did Julia tell you? Does she really have income from a high-rise condo?
Yes, she does. She also manages a parking lot business and owns 2 small apartment buildings.
Huh? Why would Julia have all that? She's just an old former housewife.
Being a housewife doesn't mean she can't have assets or business sense. Besides, she's a former housewife who was adored by her husband. They were famous in the neighborhood for being such a loving couple. Her husband left everything to her.
What did you say?
Her husband loved Julia so much. They were together for nearly 5 decades, and he planned for her future carefully. He started investing in real estate when he was young to make sure she wouldn't struggle. If anything happened to him, he worked hard so she could live comfortably on rental income alone.
Really?
From a young age, he managed parking lots and apartment buildings. A few years ago, they finally bought a luxury high-rise condo. Now just her rental income exceeds what both her sons make in a year.
That much?
That's why she was so generous about building your mansion. She was happy that her eldest son's family would live with her, so she spent millions of dollars and only asked for 1 small room and a space to put her bench, which you didn't even provide. She got a tiny 6x6 room, and then you kicked her out in such a horrible way. It's unbelievable.
Oh no, what should I do?
That depends. Are you actually sorry or just sorry you kicked out a cash cow?
Of course I feel bad. I never meant for things to get this out of hand.
Julia deserves better than this. Much better. I can't believe you could treat such a kind mother-in-law this way. Whatever happens now is your problem.
I need to find Julia right away. I need to apologize and quickly build her another room. This is no time to be working. I have to fix this.
Do you really think adding a room now will make up for how you've treated her?
It's a start, isn't it? I need to make amends somehow.
This isn't something you can just fix with renovations. You've broken her trust completely.
Hey, have you found Julia? I've been searching everywhere but can't find her. She's not answering her phone either.
Don't worry, I was about to go look for her when she returned. She managed to find the bench in the trash. She's resting at my house now.
Thank goodness. I've been so worried. I'll come over right away. I need to apologize to Julia as soon as possible.
That won't be necessary. I have no desire to see your face.
Huh? Why are you suddenly being so cold, Ashley?
I'm not Ashley, I'm your mother-in-law. Megan, how dare you throw away my precious husband's bench and then kick me out of the house too?
Julia, I'm so relieved to hear from you. I've been looking everywhere.
Only after you learned about my financial situation, I presume.
No, that's not it. I realize I made a terrible mistake.
A mistake implies it wasn't intentional. You deliberately threw away my most cherished possession.
Julia, that's not. This is just a misunderstanding.
What's the misunderstanding? You, with your own will and your own hands, threw away my bench, and you kicked me out.
Well,
Ashley told me everything. You only ever saw me as a cash cow. I was so happy when my son and his wife suggested living together. I never expected such a terrible betrayal. This is something I cannot forgive.
betrayal? No, it's just a series of misunderstandings.
There's no misunderstanding. I heard you say it yourself. You planned this from the beginning. Once you took my new house money, you assumed I'd only have my pension left. Because of your terrible assumptions, you lost your golden goose. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? That I was so naive? I can't forgive what happened this time. I don't want to live with you two anymore. I'll leave as you wanted so you can enjoy your mansion together. Just know that I won't be paying any of the mortgage.
But you can't say that. The money is already ours. My husband was smart enough to have you transfer it to his account in advance. Even without you, we can easily handle the mortgage payments.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Megan, but that money hasn't been transferred to my son's account yet.
What?
Transferring millions requires paperwork at the bank. When I went to the bank, they told me, once the money goes into your son's account, it becomes a gift and you'll have to pay gift tax, so you might want to reconsider. So I put the transfer on hold.
What did you say?
I was looking into ways to avoid the tax when this happened, so no, you don't have the money. The monthly payment is $4,500, right? You two will have to manage on your own.
Wait, this isn't what we agreed to.
Yes, we had an agreement. Even though paying in cash would have been cheaper, you wanted the mortgage tax deduction. So we took out a loan, put the house and land in your names, with the understanding that I would cover the full amount.
That's right. You can't refuse to pay now.
Oh, you have some nerve. You broke your promise, too. My condition for paying for the house was, in exchange for covering all costs, please take care of me in my old age. That was our living arrangement, but you kicked me out. You broke the promise first, so I'm breaking mine, too.
But how are we supposed to handle the mortgage payments now?
You two will have to figure it out. The mortgage is in your name, so it's your responsibility. If you can't pay, your precious mansion will be foreclosed.
No way. My dream house with the vaulted ceiling and home theater. My ideal home that we finally built.
Yes, the dream home you acquired through deception. Actions have consequences, Megan.
There must be something we can work out. Maybe a payment plan?
If you don't want it foreclosed, you'll have to make those mortgage payments. Goodbye now.
Wait, please. I'll apologize for everything, so please come back. My husband and I will both apologize. We'll change our ways, so please forgive us.
What? You expect me to go back to that tiny 6x6 room? To live in a 6x6 space while paying your massive monthly mortgage?
We'll add an extension right away. Of course, we'll cover those costs.
With what money? You just said you can't even afford the mortgage.
We'll figure something out. Take out a loan, work overtime, whatever it takes.
It's too late. Nothing you say will make me come back.
What do you plan to do then? Go back to living alone? If you don't come back, we won't take care of you when you need it in the future.
Well, that's fine with me. I can hire professionals for elder care. Thankfully, I have enough income for that. Thanks to my husband, I have no financial worries for my retirement.
No way!
My late husband was wiser than you give him credit for. He knew someday I might face difficulties, even from family.
But family should stick together. That's what you always said.
True family doesn't throw away precious mementos or put elderly relatives on the street. Now, I need to go look for a new place. You can tell your idiot husband that I've moved out, and don't forget to tell him about the future payments, too.
He's going to be devastated. This will ruin us financially.
Well, perhaps this will be a valuable lesson for both of you. Treating people with kindness and respect costs nothing, but the price of cruelty can be very high indeed.
Please, Julia, for Tom's sake, he's your son.
A son who was willing to use his mother and throw her away, He made his choice. Now he can live with the consequences.
Hey, Ashley, do you know where Julia is? I want to apologize, but she won't answer any of my calls. You must know where she is.
Yes, of course I know, but I absolutely will not tell you and Tom.
It's been a week now. We've tried calling her dozens of times.
And she's made it clear she doesn't want to talk to you. I have to respect her wishes.
Tom is devastated. He can't focus at work. He keeps asking about his mother.
Perhaps he should have thought about that before treating her like an ATM.
What did you say?
Isn't it obvious why? She paid for your house, and you completely ignored her floor plan requests. You gave her a tiny 6x6 room, then you threw away her precious under-window bench. I can't tell her to go back to a place like that.
But we've changed. We'll have a wonderful life together from now on.
It's easy to say that now that you know she's wealthy, and Julia's wounded heart won't heal so easily. She says she wants to cut ties with you two. Please leave her alone.
Cut ties? With her son? She can't be serious.
She's completely serious. She's making arrangements to change her will as we speak.
Her will? What does that have to do with anything?
Everything. She's removing Tom as a beneficiary after seeing how he treated her.
You've got to be kidding! You're acting like the good person, taking the mother-in-law's side. Are you planning to get all the inheritance for yourselves?
What?
That's your angle, isn't it? Cozying up to Julia so you can get her money when she passes.
Oh, that's disgusting. Unlike you, I actually care about Julia as a person.
That must be it. Is she staying at your house? I'm coming over right now and taking my mother-in-law back by force.
By force? Are you hearing yourself? She's not a piece of property.
She's confused and being manipulated. She belongs with her eldest son.
The son who helped throw her out onto the street? I don't think so. I have no interest in her inheritance. We already received money equal to your new house cost from Julia when you started building.
Huh? Really?
Yes, she didn't just give money to Tom, she gave some money to my husband, her second son too. And of course we paid the proper gift tax. Oh, and Julia said living with my children and their families just won't work and moved into a beautiful luxury condo. Feel free to come to my house if you don't believe me.
How is this treating children equally? We had our money taken away. Please, tell me where she moved. We're really struggling with the mortgage payments.
The money wasn't taken away. You received it as a gift, just like we did. The difference is you tied yours up in a house with a mortgage you can't afford without her.
We're going to lose everything if she doesn't help us. The bank already sent us a warning letter.
Well, that sounds like a consequence of your own actions.
Please, Ashley, for old time's sake, just tell me where she is so we can talk.
You created this difficult situation yourselves. No matter what you say, I won't tell you where Julia is. You'll have to figure it out on your own.
Some friend you are. When we lose our house, I hope you're happy.
This isn't about my happiness. It's about respecting Julia's wishes and her right to decide who she wants in her life.
Tom is devastated. He misses his mother. Doesn't that matter to you at all?
If Tom truly misses his mother, perhaps he should reflect on why she doesn't want to see him. Actions have consequences, Megan.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? Seeing us suffer while you play the hero.
I take no pleasure in your difficulties, but I won't betray Julia's trust to ease your financial problems. Sometime later, Megan and Tom had to give up their house and move back to their old apartment, but they became known around town as the greedy daughter-in-law who kicked out her kind mother-in-law and the terrible eldest son who treated his mother like an ATM, making their lives quite uncomfortable. They sold the mansion at a loss and had to use all their savings to cover the remaining mortgage. As for Julia, she's enjoying a comfortable retirement in her luxury condo. She occasionally visits us, bringing delicious cakes for extravagant tea parties.